Daily Mentoring Moments with Barbara, where one thought can change your life.
Hello, this is Barbara Littles with Daily Mentoring Moments, and yesterday we talked about making the complicated simple as we talked about the way of the Navy SEAL. So today I want to kind of finish that conversation just in terms of giving you some pointers. If you didn't hear that yesterday, go back and listen to yesterday so you can pick it up today. But I wanted to give you a couple of pointers in reference to that, taking complicated and making it simple as a continuation from yesterday. And so there are 5 points that I want to give you. And one is to make sure that you have clear targets. Clear targets within your organization, and on when you're on a mission or you have a vision. Remember, we said make sure you understand what your target is and what the mission is. It can't be 10 things at one time. Decide on the one thing and go after that one thing. Make it simple. What are the clear targets? Because what we know for sure is that when people have clarity works. Anything else brings confusion. And when people do not understand the target, they will be confused. And guess what they usually do when they are confused? They do nothing. And so chaos does not breed the result that you want. So make sure you have clear targets. Number 2, make sure that the target that you've chosen, that it fits the team, that the team that you've assembled is a team that can actually accomplish that particular task. Sometimes there's a disconnect between the team that we put together and accomplished and the task at hand and the mission at hand. Perhaps that team doesn't have the skill set or the skills needed to accomplish that mission. And so, it's kind of like going to the bank and putting no money in, but trying to make a withdrawal. Make sure that the team fits the mission or the target. Next, make sure there's a high return on your investment. You have to ask yourself, for every mission and vision, as part of the vision of every mission that you do, what is the return on investment? Because you could spend time putting in a whole lot of resources into targeting a specific thing, and there is no significant return on investment. What is the return on investment, and why is that important? And I don't necessarily mean money. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be revenue necessarily. Now, for a lot of you, it needs to be revenue, if you're in business. But for some of you, it may not be revenue. It may be a people return. It may be a high return on people that you're seeking, for churches, for example. If you're going out to win souls, it's a high return on your investment. Next, make sure that it's easy to communicate. Sometimes we think that we communicate things. It seems simple for us. One of the things I tell leaders all the time is that when you bring something to your people, you have thought about it. Most of you, but hopefully you have. You have thought about it over a period of time. It has marinated in your mind. Most of you have checked things out. You've slept on it. And then you bring it to your people and you expect your people to get it and understand it and get ready to move with it in 3 minutes. And that's not allowing for buy-in. And it's unfair because you've had a number of weeks or months or sometimes even a year when you've been thinking about something. And by the time you bring it to your people, you have to give them time in order for them to buy in and understand what's going on. So you have to make sure that it's easy to communicate. And it's better to over-communicate than not communicate enough and have people not understand where you're trying to go. Make sure it's the right time. It may be a great mission. It may be a great task at hand. It may be a great project. But to ask the question, is it the right time? Why is it the right time? Why now? Why now? When people come to me to coach or to train, I ask them, why now? Because until you're able to answer the question, why now? You probably are not ready. So I want you to take these questions, go through them, consider them when you're talking to your team about the next project, about the next mission that you're going to take on as part of your vision. Talk to them about the target, go through the questions, and see where you end up. This is Barbara Littles with Daily Mentoring Moments.